right, let's get started. All right. I saw this, it caught my eye because like this looks one like a huge Apple Vision Pro ripoff, but two, I know Vivo just released like Meta AR glass competitors, and three, I think this is just a render, but it is exciting. And I was like highly against the world of AR, not AR, VR. Like I highly against it. And now it's like the coolest thing ever. Now that we hold our meetings as a company here in the metaverse, and then we get to play fun games together as our team building, team bonding exercises. I love it, dude. And I'm excited. Wait, is this it? What is this? Or is this Apple Vision Pro? This is Apple Vision Pro. Okay. That's pretty good ad placement. No, wait, Vivo Vision. It is Vivo. So this is the real thing. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not super invested in VR world, but definitely very interested in it. So that just caught my eye. I thought it was cool. Oh, Anker's releasing this 14-in-1 dock, which we have like the smaller version of this. That's not a dock. It just like powers devices. The idea of having a dock. Wait, it's weird that there's not USB-C. There's not a single USB-C port? Is it on the side? No, I'm confused. Where do you attach it? One. Oh, here it is. It has like a proprietary thing. Okay. But how would I take this, plug it into my Mac Mini or my MacBook, and then have a USB-C going to my Apple display? I don't know. I really like the version of this we have, and so I thought it was interesting. There's a dock. Maybe it's not going to be as cool as I thought because the ports are kind of strange. Did you guys see this? This is wild. Like a robot race. And first of all, it looks CG. Second of all, like it looks straight out of Star Wars, like robots racing. And look at him go, dude. Apparently this guy ran a 400 in like, 83 seconds. First of all, disqualified, ran out of his lane, but maybe they don't have to follow by those rules. Isn't this wild? Like, I used to run track and field, so that's one reason why it caught my eye. Pretty sure you have to stay in your lane on the 400 meter. But they had this whole robot, like Olympics thing recently, where they had like soccer and stuff too. Anyway, insane. And like in theory, like, can you look at whistle occurrence? What is that? Can you look at whistle occurrence? In theory, this could run like this till the battery runs out, right? Like, it won't get tired. Crazy, dude. Anyway, I thought that was funny. Oh, I thought this is cool. I am really excited to get my food delivered by drone at some point. And I guess Zipline is the one. Zipline's the one where like it comes and it hovers and then it drops this thing and then that drops your package. I think MKBHD showed some videos of this. I've also seen the ones, maybe it was last week, where like it just flies over and drops like a parachute, which is also wild. But anyway, what a world we live in. Okay, yeah, look, HTC Vive Eagle. So they released these MetaQuest competitors. No display. It's a vehicle for AI voice assistants that and media capture. So basically the Meta Ray-Bans. I think Meta's quite a bit ahead of everybody because of the whole metaverse and all that kind of stuff. But it's interesting seeing other players come into the market. It would be really cool to put these against each other, like get the Meta Ray Bans and get these and kind of compare and contrast. That would be like an $800 budget for that video to buy both, but it could be worth it. Is that something you all would be interested in as my dearest friends on the live stream? Okay, I obviously found this or came across this before, maybe after, or maybe it's been updated. The event announced it, so we actually have the Insta360 Go, I think is what it's called. We made a video on it. We've actually used it for an e-bike video, I think. And it's really cool. It's like really innovative. I still think it takes kind of like a specific type of person. However, I do think like if you want to get into vlogging or something, like this setup is really, really nice. Not only can you like vlog, but you can also take out the camera module and stick it to things with magnets. Like this guy's wearing it around his on his shirt or whatever, and then still be able to basically monitor what the camera's seeing, which I think is super cool. So I am interested to know how much. It's probably pretty expensive. Anyway, all right, Pixel lineup. Let's talk about it, Sean. Hey, Ben. I'm interested to know this Spencer guy. Well, welcome. All right, let's talk Pixel then. I ordered, first of all, let's talk about the event. It was so awkward in so many places. And I think this segment was super awkward. NetVo TV. Hey Spencer, I've been trying to reach you. Would you like to have a logo for your channel? I'm a freelance logo designer. Maybe, probably not. I think as vain as it sounds and as much as I don't like saying it, this is our logo, because people, when they see my profile picture, they know it's me making a video. So until I decide to at some point potentially switch over to this being more of a brand that stands on its own without me, it'll probably just be a profile picture of me, to be honest with you. Thank you for asking though. Yeah, this section, I wish I had, I don't really want to like go through, especially for copyright reasons, but this dude right here in the gray hoodie was like talking all about the watch and how great it was, and this dude was doing these like little workouts. Like he'd just get an exercise band and be like in it, like the whole time the dude's trying to talk. So distracting. And also like he wasn't really doing anything, and it was like, why are you there? What is the point? Like we could have gotten this idea from just the exercise equipment behind you. Different race and background of won't always remember face and name, and you can have it as merch print. Thanks, dude. I'll let you know for sure. Send out an email again. But anyway, that was super cringy. And this part was a little bit awkward too with the translation phone call. And I know live demos can be awkward. Apple has had many of them, but like this main thing that happened, like the headlines picked up on the fact that she said iPhone or Apple, and Jimmy Fallon was like, also this idea of having Jimmy Fallon is great, but like he doesn't really know tech. It would basically be like me hosting this. He was just like, tensor, woo, gyroscope, yeah, all the buzzwords. So that was why. I guess they were trying to take a page out of the Olympic book where they had Snoop Dogg, where it was kind of like, why is Snoop Dogg here at the Olympics? But it kind of worked out, so maybe they thought this would work out. But also, this setup was just, it just looked like QVC. There's no point for him to be there. I know. There for IP. I know, but like, don't do that. I do wonder if they have like figures on like how much he helped influence this and like how many people tuned in. But like this whole setup where they were just like walking through the products and he was just like, wow, how cool. It was just QVC to me. I'm surprised someone didn't say limited edition. Call today and get not 1 but 2 Pixel phones. The picture of Jimmy with Tim Cook is like Back to the Future with the guy in the dock. I don't think I've seen that. I can look it up though. Jimmy Fallon, Tim Cook. Oh, this. What even is this? This sketch that they did? I'm triggered. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Anyway. It was like, yeah, I don't get it. I know they don't want to be like Apple, but like, you can be not like Apple in other ways. How's this stream, by the way? It says excellent connection, but then I'm kind of getting a picture of it, and it's kind of like I'm jumping around a little bit. I don't know. So anyway, I ended up getting the Pixel 10 Pro and the in porcelain. It's looking pretty tasty. What is Pixel 10 Pro? Let me just show you what I got here. So I got porcelain. I think this is a pretty interesting color on screen, but I think seeing it like in people's hands during the event, it looks a little, oh, thank you, William. Sorry, of course. It looks kind of purple. So I feel like it's a little more purple than like a steel blue. So anyway, I went porcelain. I was on the call with Hunter when I ordered this, and we both agreed porcelain looks better on camera. And also, I'm going to be dual wielding phones, iPhone and Pixel 10. So I'll have the dark iPhone, most likely. Or at least I have it now. And then I'll probably be ordering the dark version, whatever that is. So having a white and black phone is pretty cool. This kind of looks a little bit like more tan-ish, kind of like the titanium iPhone, desert titanium, whatever it was called. But then seeing this in people's hands, it looked a little more white. So I'm hoping it's more of a white than like a light beige. And then I got Skip. Where do I get the hello? Where are the accessories? Show me the accessories. Phones. Cases. I got the white case. White? Porcelain. I feel like this will be a good pair. Ooh, look, they have like a embedded logo in there. That's pretty cool. I didn't even realize that. These cases look so good. Like I saw cases, the Pixel 9 in its like proprietary silicone looks so good. And I think this does too, so I'm excited. Like look at that. That looks so nice. The new Pixels look so nice. Audio's a little quiet though. My audio, let's see if I can audio input. Where are you? How is this? Is this any better? Hello, hello, hello. Too loud? Good? Or am I literally just raising the music? You'll have to help me out here. Yes. Good. Okay. For some reason I had lowered the audio input. I still can't really... Oh, okay. I see. I'm still having trouble with OBS. Anyway. Voice is good. Music is fine. Thank you. So anyway, this just looks sick, and I'm gonna be in this weird spot, Sean, you specifically probably, and if Jay was on here, I'm really gonna like using this phone, I think, and I'm going to like, a huge part of me is going to wish that I could daily drive it. I just cannot move away from iOS and Apple, so I will have to use both. Hey, Jay. Did you hear what I just said? Is that why you said that? Or did you literally just pop in right after I was talking about you? Yeah, man, this thing looks sick. I also ordered the new watch as well. Which I don't know if they, I didn't watch like the live stream in the event. I just kind of looked at stuff about it later because I literally tuned in and it looked so cringe and boring to me. I just didn't have time, and I decided to play in the metaverse with my friends instead. But what I was going to say is, I don't know, like, did they announce at the event that watches were going to be shipping in October? Because I ordered my phone and the case and the watch all at the same time, and it said the phone would be arriving next week and the watch would be arriving in October, which was a little bit of a bummer. Let's see what happens if I... Yeah, it doesn't even tell you, does it? Like, it'd be nice if it said right here, like, shipping in. Is the Pixel going to be a main phone with the iPhone being what you keep to make iPhone people happy? Basically, yeah, so I'm gonna basically be doing most of my texting on my iPhone, obviously allowing my wife to track me. I think I'll probably try and do all my photo taking on the Pixel, because I really do want to experience what that's like, especially with their new updates. These Pixels are basically taking the photo for you nowadays, which is kind of hilarious, but for the average person, it's freaking awesome. So I've never experienced like this is the only Pixel I've ever owned, which is the 4A 5G, which I actually am trading this in and getting like $150 or something, and I'm pretty sure I paid like $100 for it on Amazon. So anyway, yeah, I'm really interested to like use the Pixel as my main phone, at least for like a week or two, but text my wife and my friends and stuff on my iPhone. I just need to have my iPhone on me, basically. And I really wish that the Pixel Watch would work with iPhone, because I think it looks so nice, and I would love to daily drive it, even when I get to the point where I probably let go of the Pixel 10 Pro and just keep the iPhone in my pocket again. Which, by the way, I need to put on here, I think I might have already done this actually. I want to put Bellroy on here because I want to talk about them. But anyway, yeah, I just think this watch looks so good. It looks so nice. And I went with the matte black. So, I mean, come on, dude. So anyway, I'm excited to experience Pixel. And I've talked about it before, but I think it is the most equivalent to Apple of the three big guys. So we got Apple, Pixel, Apple, Google, Samsung. And I think Pixel is just, Samsung is like really boring to me. I think Pixel is at least trying things and is fun and like has a really cool design language that I really like. The repairability was, yeah, the repairability is such an interesting thing, and it is so like PC Mac. You know, it's like in the old days when like you bought a Mac and you couldn't tinker with it at all because, you know, Steve was giving you everything you needed. And PC, you could open it up and change things and flip stuff around. And I think it's smart, very smart of them to make these moves where you can replace the battery and I think the screen and like some other things too. Get a good enough phone and high quality dedicated camera as phone quality. Why not just use the phone since your contents won't get passed down and be forgotten one day? I'm not entirely sure what you mean there, bud, but I've made a whole video. I will probably make a like love letter to Apple video, or like maybe, I don't know, I do love Apple. I want to make a video about why I cannot escape from Apple, basically. I don't even really know that I'm trying to, is kind of the point there. not only have they like trapped me, but I also don't really want to leave. I like my captor, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm super excited to try this, and I'm going to be that dork that walks around with 2 phones in his pocket like I'm a doctor or something with a work phone. While we're on the topic, I wanted to go over to Bellroy because what I have on me, let me grab it really quick, and I'm going to switch this over. What I carry on me on any given day is my iPhone, which is charging, so I'll use this. Boop. Nothing Phone 3. Yeah, I love Nothing Phone 3, but I can't switch to it. I tried. I carry a big old honkin' wallet, which I think this is one of my favorite wallets ever made, by the way. It's from Double Oak Essentials. There's that. It has a special secret spot for a tracking card. It has this whole deal. It's fully metal. It's like super dope. In fact, it actually has MagSafe too. Though, I think what makes this great is this little leather sleeve as well. Which, like, that just looks sick. Real leather. Love it. And then it kind of loses the MagSafe functionality. So, I have this in my pocket with my cards. And then I have my keys. I want to live in a world where I don't need this. And I don't need this. Like, any of it. I just want to be able to carry my phone. That said, I've always tried to figure out how to minimize this stuff as much as I can, and like the Orbit key is really cool, that thing where you put the keys in there, which I considered. But then I was like, wait, I got served an ad, and maybe it's on here somewhere. I'm sure I'll come across it. Let me see what Sean said though. I just learned last night, since my wife switched to Pixel, you can FaceTime an Android phone from iPhone, as long as the iPhone person sends the link. Ooh, that's pretty cool. It's good to know. We love it. One step closer, right? But I was like, if I'm already carrying a wallet this big, why don't I just look for like a wallet pouch that I can put my keys in as well? I want full dad mode and have a carabiner with all my keys on it. I used to do that. I was a huge Avett Brothers fan, as Ben, you know, and William, you know. And Seth and Scott always had the carabiner keychain on their back belt strap, and so I rocked that for like, who knows, 10 years. So what I was looking at and what I came across, which was freaking awesome, is Bellroy is super dope. Which, by the way, William, we need to become friends with Bellroy. But this, not the phone one. I want the wallet one. Card pocket. Look at this, dude. Beautiful leather, waterproof zipper. There's enough space in here for cards, which is all... Oh. Thank you, Ben. Here we go. Bellroy. Beautiful leather, waterproof zipper. So yeah, MagSafe wallet. I used to do the Apple one, which it's not a bad idea to switch over there. The biggest thing for me is keys. Okay, let me take a step back. If I'm rocking 2 phones, I don't like putting stuff in my back pocket. So right now I have my iPhone in my right pocket, and I have my keys in my wallet in my left pocket. If I have 2 phones, I'm gonna have them in each pocket, and I do not want this to be in my pocket scratching up a second phone. So if I can have this on the screen here with plenty of space for my cards and plenty of space just to literally throw my keys in here, even my car key could go in here. This is like, ooh, and it's got a little strappy thing. Oh, that's so perfect. This is what I need. $80, which is insane, but yeah, dude. Put that against my iPhone, stick it in my right pocket, have my Pixel in my left pocket. I got my keys, wallet, and 2 phones. I'm probably just gonna end up buying one of these, but William, if you're listening, let's make a game plan to reach out to Bellroy. Because also, I've been aware of this brand for a long time, and give me 1 second, Netvo. I kind of forgot about them. And like, look how nice. So nice. And their phone cases, let's see. Let's look at their Pixel cases, because why not? Pixel 10 series. Genuine leather, baby. Yeah, dude. They look so nice. I'm a huge sucker for like a saddle brown. Ooh, baby. Those are sick. Anyway, they just make a lot of cool stuff. Bags. You've got their sling bag? Which one? Like this one? Venture Ready or something? Or Venture Sling? Yeah, man. They just make really nice looking products. The bags look really sick too. $239. All right, William's out there. Dude, William, I love you, dude. Wow, I'm so happy you're here. Okay, Netvo, what'd you say? The Venture Sling. I kind of want to go look at it. Have you checked out OpenSea leather wallet? Higher quality, full grain leather. OpenSea? OpenSea leather. Look at that. Ooh, these are nice. I love little shops like this that like still do like leather work. That's cool. This looks like a little. Yeah, I'm always about this. And I love being able to work with them. We worked with a couple brands like that recently. It's cool. I really like Bellroy and their whole approach and stance on leather. I have a contact with them I'll share with you after. Sweet, Jay. Actually, if you would send it to william@spencerscottpugh.com, that would be delightful. By the way, William and Ben are in here. William is basically my comms director. Ben is my editor. And they both just absolutely kill it. Like, it is, they kill it. Good morning. Any ink tech lovers here trying to decide from the Supernote Manta or the Boox Note Max? I think Supernote is the best like writing experience you can get on an e-ink tablet. Let's talk about it. Wow, we're not even gonna get through all of our stuff today, but that's okay. This is why we're here. This is why live streams are freaking awesome. All right, I had the A5 or the A6X2, which is sick, so good, and like the writing experience is so good. Like the pen is the best. The way they do like the pins with the ceramic tip or whatever it is. Okay, so like, yeah, this is others. You're basically using like a little tip on a screen. Their stuff, you like literally like push into, I don't know, dude. Here you go. Ceramic, never replace nib. Yeah, and it like goes into the pen a little bit to give you some cushion, and also the screen itself has a little give. So when it comes to writing on a tablet to make it feel like paper, this is, I think, by far one of the best experiences in a lot of ways. I think that the A6X2 is a little small, so I think Supernote Manta would be my pick if you were going for one. And the other one you wanted to look at was Boox. I think because Boox, the Boox Note Max, I think because like it's so Android open and like, which Supernote I'm pretty sure is too. You can access the Google Play Store. Where's the Note Max? Am I missing it? Note series. There it is. It looks really nice. I haven't personally reviewed it. I've reviewed the Boox Note Air 3C, I think. It looks really nice. I didn't personally like the Boox like software experience, but I did send this to Ben, who's watching. Not this, but the Note Air 3C. I sent it to Ben. I would for any like note taking thing, I would go against doing color and just do black and white, just so you have more of that writing to pen closeness. When you add in color, it adds another layer, and it just doesn't feel as natural. The screen's darker. This looks really nice, but again, I don't really like the software for Boox, which might have come a long way since I tried that out. Oh, I'm still not. Sorry, Ben. I'm such a noob at this. I need a better monitor. I need a third thing. Sorry. Here's the Note Max. I'll learn one day. Yeah, it looks really nice, but I didn't really like the software. Ben said the Boox is okay, but the color was nice. Now it's outdated. Yeah. So anyway, I wouldn't go color, which doesn't really sound like you are. But then here's the Manta for those of you who didn't see it because I wasn't showing it. And here's the difference in the tips, like I was talking about. And Boox has more of like, I think this might be a remarkable one. Boox has more of this kind of thing. This type of pen can't be beat. And like Lamy makes versions of this for Supernote, and you just get that like heft of a really nice pen. They've got a whole accessories, maybe pens. They've got like a slew of options too. I got this special edition one, which I think was the Heart of Metal or something. That's the standard one, which you can actually click in and out, which is cool. Lamy makes great pens to begin with, so they have a version of theirs, which is super cool. There's no side button, which I don't really mind for side buttons anyway. And I don't think Boox has this either. There's not like a flip it over and erase feature. It's really cool with Supernote on the side. You have like the side bezels or whatever they're called. You have, can I just get a picture? These lines right here are like touch sensitive, touch capacitive, whatever. So like that's how you like redo and undo things. You double tap on it to like circle and erase. You double tap on the screen and circle to like do the lasso tool. So like it's a very like intuitive. I would go this. I think that's what I'm trying to say. That would be my vote. But I also don't know about this Boox Note Max. I would love to try one. If anyone has a contact for Boox, which I guess I do, we could reach back out to them. I'm all over the place.
When it comes to truly pocketable cameras, this is the cream.
Okay. Ricoh GR4, I just wanted to talk about it. I didn't really pick this video for any reason. Almost $2,000. I know a lot of you aren't like super, well, you might be camera gearheads, but the Ricoh GR3 is like my favorite camera I ever made. It's just so good for such a small package. It's so sick. I know people have been waiting on this device forever. It's finally here. It's pretty much double the price of the one before it, which I don't know if that's worth it. Maybe, not sure, but I'm not gonna buy one unless someone gives it to me, which no one's gonna do that, because why would they? NanoLeafs. Okay, here's the thing. I just wanted to talk about this. I've always been interested in having this for like my TV at home. And I feel like the software has been kind of meh, or like the hardware, or just what's out there is kind of meh. This one looks really cool. I really love this idea of like extending the vibe of your boxed TV to like the room. So I don't know, maybe we'll kit out the family room here at the studio with this, and then get a bunch of like Hue lights and like have the whole room turn red during Dune and stuff like that. It'd be sick. Anyway, do you guys have any of these? I think Philips Hue, yeah, makes a version of this. NanoLeaf does the Philips Hue. There you go. Let me look. They make really cool stuff, like across the board, right? Well, apparently they're making LED light therapy face masks now too. Yeah, they do all their first thing were these like little nano hexagon things, right? It's like what they kind of got known for. I want to do this, but I don't know how. Know that I want one with the camera above the TV. Yeah. Yeah, the camera is kind of silly. I mean, it just looks dumb, but I understand the purpose of it. That's how it knows where to send a color. But I'm pretty sure they make some of these that you like plug it into the TV, like the HDMI, right? And then it runs. You guys still aren't seeing my screen. I'm such an idiot. We'll get there. These things. That's what I'm talking I'm pretty sure maybe Philips Hue makes one that you plug into the HDMI port, so like it doesn't have to have a camera because it's getting a live feed of what's being shown or something like that. I don't know. This needs to become more of a normal thing that happens. I just need to leave it on this setting so you guys always see what my screen is on. Anyway, this is a pretty cool brand. I'm not a huge RGB fan, but when it comes to like extending your movie onto the wall behind it, that's pretty dope. All right, moving along. I just thought this looked dope. Ever since I was a little kid, I just love like little spaces. And my kids love it now too. Like being under a blanket is like one of the coolest feelings, or like being in a tent. So I've always really loved the idea of like having a camper or something. And they always just look like big rolling turds, you know? So having them designed nicely is cool. I'll reach out to Scott Hubble here, see if he can sell me one for review. Gen Xers who are retired. Yeah, I don't know. There's some really cool ones out there, but Tesla. I don't remember what I was going to say about this. I don't know. I don't know if you guys saw this announcement of the new extended version of the Tesla Model Y. It's got captain seats in the back, which is interesting. My father-in-law was telling me there's like a ton of new features, but it looks pretty similar. These little pillow headrests look new. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Alright. So what are the Celeste? Meta's Celeste smart glasses. Oh, next month? Oh, wow. This is going to have a heads-up display. Okay. Guys. Glad it's not the Snyder cut of Tesla. What? Ben and William, we got to get our hands on some of these. Because I've been really interested in the Meta, whatever, Ray-Bans. So... But my biggest thing has been like, I don't want to just walk around talking to AI on my head, and I don't really want to listen to music through my sunglasses. So I know they have a lot of hype. My favorite part would be like capturing footage like in the moment with my kids or something. But even still, I would probably get the sunglasses version, not the glasses version, because I don't need glasses. So I don't know. This would at least be a little bit more interesting with a heads-up display if that's really coming. So anyway. There's so much fun tech coming around. I just want to capture that F1 footage that's on screen. I did see it, but then I clicked away. There's so much fun tech coming out that I want to buy. It's a real problem. It's all for you guys. Okay, Yanko Design is a pretty interesting newsletter that is kind of what we're trying to do with Form Function, which, by the way, formfunction.site. Go check it out. It's our website where we put all of our favorite tech, and I'm really proud of it because it looks so minimal and cool. Anyway, they released this, Knock Free, which I actually was talking to Knock Free for like a really long time. I was talking to one of the co-founders, and like, it's really cool what they're doing. We never ended up working on a project together, but he had hinted at this project, so it's cool to see that it's out. I had actually thought about making a video like this and having a ton of different stuff in the middle of the keyboard, like a cat and a notebook. So they stole my idea that I guess I probably stole from them. But anyway, this is cool. A split keyboard that actually looks really well designed and is not super goofy looking, you know. It's cool. Anyway, just wanted to share that. Go check them out, Knock Free. Oh yeah, we're hearing more and more about this. This has nothing to do with technology, but maybe it has something to do with the nerd in all of us. I've been hearing about this Hunt for Gollum movie for a long time, and we're starting to see, because if you think about it, when I heard that they were making this, it's the time between Bilbo leaving and them leaving the Shire. Vigo is joining the cast. Because the biggest thing is in the hunt for Gollum, Strider's the one who's looking for him during this time for Gandalf. So like, it couldn't exist without him. So that was what I was gonna say. Is like when I heard it was announced, I was like, well, he at least needs to be in it, and Gandalf because he's the one who tasked him with it. But then there were a bunch of questions about who else would be in it, and apparently Legolas might be in it, which that's not as important. Ian McKellen. Yeah, Frodo's going to be in it, which is super cool. It's going to be weird. I love when... I had heard he had joined. Maybe I'm wrong. But it's going to be weird if he doesn't, is my point. Unless they like cast a younger Strider, which doesn't make any sense. Andy Serkis is going to be the director. Freaking awesome. December 2027. It's always funny when you get a movie. What's another version of this recently? Where like it technically happens like before. Like, well, I mean, The Hobbit, right? Seeing some of these characters playing like younger versions of themselves, but like the actor is older and you can see their faces filled out more and stuff. It's gonna be kind of funny. But anyway, who knows? I'm just excited for it. Let's go. Hopefully it's good. We'd already talked about that. This was wild. Doesn't have a battery. That's dumb. Kigo emerges. Yanko design? We were just there. Is this a real thing? Come on. Looks like it. This is kind of cool. I don't know. Whoa, whoa. I mean, even if you do have to plug it into a wall, that's really cool. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You guys can see this, right? Yeah. Like, this would be sick. To, like, stroll up to a coffee shop. I mean, it's literally just a laptop, I guess. Marketing, huh? Still pretty cool. Screw it. Oh yeah. So I want a robot that folds laundry and does the dishes. Those are my two biggest chores at home that I really don't like doing. And there's a video of Figure 2 doing this. This is sped up. It takes him a lot longer. Yeah. Wait, why are you on 0.4 times speed? But here's the thing, dude. It doesn't matter if it takes a robot 20 hours to fold my laundry. If it can just be tasked with folding my laundry for 20 hours while I'm at work, as long as it gets done. I mean, if it took it like a month to fold a basket of laundry, that'd be different. But, and honestly, it doesn't even have to be folded that well. Anyway, in this demo, he just folds a bunch of towels the same size, and he doesn't do the best job. I mean, he does probably better than you would expect. But something that, powered by chat? Oh, I open it. Something that made me really impressed by this is like the human body. Because like if you think of like all of the computers and motors and stuff that are happening with this robot, it's kind of impressive. But then you're like, and yet we humans can fold laundry so easily and so much better with so much more precision. So anyway, just made me think about how cool humans are. Yeah, I saw this too. Segway's making bikes, and look at this guy, huh? The Zyber and Zafari. Change it. But look how dope these look. Looks like a motorcycle. I'm not super keen on that e-bike, but the motorcycle thing is pretty cool. Zyber. Yeah, that's cool looking. Not for me, but cool looking. Oh yeah, so JackRabbit is a company I've always wanted to work with, and they, every time I used to reach out, they would shoot me down or not answer me, and it made me very sad. But they make these really cool pedal-less e-scooters, I guess you would call them. Hey, Hunter, welcome. And they just made one that's a little bit of a cargo situation. Let me actually show you. Okay. The OG. Yeah, and it's so teeny, and it, like, the handlebars fold sideways, so it can be like very flat. I really wanted to try one of these out. I still do. William? Maybe now that we've grown a little bit more, they can be our friends finally. The Pro. Let's see the Pro. Their website's slow loading, man. Hello. I think it just has like an extended battery or something. What's the XG? A little bit bigger. Big microbike. I haven't even. What is this? The Dobble? Oh, there's the. That's pretty funny looking, actually. Looks kind of stupid. Renegade. So I think this one can like pull stuff. Anyway, I just think this one's cool, and there's no pedals. So if you run out of juice, then you just kind of gotta cruise around on it. Use your feet like a Flintstone. I mean, that's kind of dope. You know, be able to pull some stuff with you to the beach or whatever. Oh, by the way, side note, just because I saw this, my old business partner Maggie is now on private jets doing this kind of flight attendant stuff, which is super cool. She used to fly literally all over the world in like a week, which is crazy. Okay, hold up. There's a new G-Shock with a heart rate monitor. This really caught my attention. You guys know I like more analog stuff mixed with technology. So having a Casio watch be able to like do some smart stuff is really interesting. I feel like Casio should like go in on a smartwatch. Have they done that yet? When you wear this, you can jump over things. I think it improves your jump height. Solar assisted charging. Kind of looks like that would be uncomfortable. I don't know. I thought this was cool. Look how much you can jump when you wear this. You can surf too. Don't have any good skills. Oh, this was interesting. So Anker makes big charging things, and they made like a big charging thing with a screen or like a projector on it. This looks wild, doesn't it? What is all this stuff? Are they? I bet they're speakers. They are. Wait, is this real? This is Soundcore. Launch on Kickstarter. Dude. Start at $3,000. Wow, dude. That is cool, man. I don't know. We've reviewed a few projectors on the channel, so this idea of like it being really extra and the whole like surrounds, like that's cool. Ben, come on. Ben loves movies. This is sick. Ben, I could see you getting one of these and just like showing up to like really low key parties and just being like, "Sup, I brought the theater. Everybody get ready. You get your chairs. Let me get set up here and we'll get started." We're watching the Justice League Snyder Cut in black and white. Look at this traditional home theater with all its wires. Yuck. This is cool, man. Dude, and if you got like this big old inflatable screen, dude. That's neat, man. Cool. That's neat. All right. What is this? Android guys. Oh. Yeah, I'm sure you guys, I remember when AutoCast first came around, it was a little bit more janky and involved, but let me move this over here. I need to get one of these for my wife because she always does like the wired CarPlay and the wire always messes up. So maybe if I could get her this, that would stop happening. It basically takes your car, if it can do wired CarPlay, and just makes it wireless. But pretty neat. I mean, like, of course, Tim Cook said this. Let me read this. Apple CEO Tim Cook says the technology they're developing will be one of the most profound technologies of our lifetime. Like, of course, he's going to say that at any point in time. AI as a core growth driver. They better catch up first. I don't know, man. I hope Apple's working on some secret stuff. Getting a little boring. Okay, Pixelbook. I remember when these existed. I guess they're making these again? Or does this person just want it to happen? Honestly, I don't really care. Just thought that was an interesting headline. Oh, check this out. It's like a little dock for your smartwatch, your Apple Watch, but then it kind of magnifies it. Kind of gimmicky, but I kind of love it at the same time. Be great for an old person. What is this? Oh. They've been making these since the beginning of time. The little things you just stick your phone down in. I do like this. I think that's kind of cool. What is this? Don't care. I have never liked pop sockets. This is dumb. Someone made this. I guess it turns, well, what does it do? It turns lightning into USB-C. I think this is funny. I kind of want to get it for my my buddy who's a doctor. I think I will. That's a good idea, actually. Flip folio iPad case. Yeah, this looks kind of dope, actually. I think I've talked about it before. The keys actually like sit on the back of the iPad, which is pretty cool. That's cool. I cannot get on board with these things, man. Interesting. All right, let's move on. These aren't getting... Oh, I did want to talk about this. Have you guys seen this? I've seen it so much across the internet. And I really kind of want to try one, but I also think like it's not going to last very long in the market, if I'm being honest with her. It's just this interesting card-sized smartphone. And it's kind of cool. The built-in internet is really weird. It's like no matter where you are in the world, the internet will work. I don't really know how that works, but it's basically a consumption device. So, I mean, look, $1 million in pledges, and it's yeah, you can get a little keyboard for it. It the camera flips so that you have a selfie camera and a back camera, but it's the same camera, which is kind of cool. And it's run off like AI instead of like a normal operating system. So anyway, it's definitely interesting. I want to see NKVHD talk about it. Okay. We got to talk about AI pets because we got an offer to review one the other day. And it's... William. How does it have 40,000 possible personalities, yet all I can do is go, me? Over a course of 50 days, it matures and adapts its responses, vocalizations, and even how it moves to better match your style of interaction. Go get a cat. I don't know. Go get a dog. People say a new PlayStation's coming next month. Is that right? Is this a thing? Oh, it's just a freaking... Oh, here we go. Earlier I showed the race of robots. They also had soccer games. Oh, it's so dumb. But I also love it. In fairness, with a cat, you have to learn how to interact with them. That's true. Yeah, they did soccer, some like kickboxing, races. Ooh, what is this? Anyway, long story short, I want a robot one day. I guess I need to know that it's not gonna like slit my throat in my sleep, but at the same time, like, I feel like you just kind of take that gamble, you know? Anyway, if it happens, it happens. It's my time to go, apparently. This was interesting. Maybe for someone who loves sending emails with their phone. Just a little Bluetooth keyboard. $60, that's kind of a lot, but I don't know. If you want to give yourself a little bit more carpal tunnel than you already get. Oh, we're done. Whew. Oh, man. Now I can do this. That's it. Wait, where'd my chat go? Come back. Chat. All right, friends. Whew. I got a little boring there at the end. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to keep doing it like this, but if we can find a better topic, maybe we pick just a few things off our list and then have more of a main topic moving forward or something. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about Pixel until I have one in my hand, because I've never really had one. So, besides this one, which I used as a dumb phone. So, I still don't really know the whole Pixel experience, an Android experience. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you guys. What in the world was that? It's our doorbell. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Monday morning, I will film the second episode of the Steward's Journal, which I'm excited for, and we've of course got lots of good tech reviews coming up. So have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. See you, William. See you, Ben. See you, Hunter. See you, Alex. See you, Jay. And Netvo TV. If I need a logo, I'll let you know, brother. Sean Peck. Thanks for popping in. Vic, if you're still here, thanks, man. Yeah, you guys rock. Thank you. We'll see you next time.